Have you ever asked the AI the same question twice and you get the different answer every time? Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it seems it confused, and sometimes it's confidently wrong. You think it's a glitch? No, it's not a glitch. It's how the AI actually works. So, in this episode, we are understanding why this actually matters to the UX designers. So, if you are a designer, builder, or just someone who is curious about AI, this episode will click you everything. Because the truth is that AI cannot promise the same output every time, and that changes how we design the product. Namaskara. So last week, I was working on one feature for our AI product, and I asked AI a very simple question that explain my subscription bill. So I was just analyzing how that particular AI is working, right? So I asked, explain my subscription bill. A simple question. I asked this first time, I got a better answer. Second time, same question. I didn't changes a single punctuation in that. I got little I got almost same answer, but it's like totally different explanation. And the third time, that particular AI gave me a fully confidently wrong answer. And at that point, I felt that if this much confusion I am feeling at this point, how our users will be tackling this confusion? Users will not say that, oh, this model is not working. They would simply say that this particular company's product is not so reliable. It's not trustworthy. That's what they said, right? So, for this problem, let's understand the non deterministic behavior of an AI model. Don't worry, this is just a heavy big word, but let me make it very simple. So, before going into non deterministic, let's understand what is deterministic. So, that means same result every time. It's like a calculator, like 2 plus 2 is equals to 4, always. It never become 2 plus 2 is equals to 22. So, coming to non deterministic, that means results can change. For example, a very beloved AI. So, it gives you a fresh answer every time based on the patterns, the probability, or maybe randomness. And that randomness is not so easy for UX. This is really risky. Let's take very simple real life examples. Let's take finance app. So finance app, if user comes and say like, why did my electricity bill increases this month? Now AI's one version of answer can be like you used more units this month. Another answer can be your tariff got changed, or other answer can be your billing cycle got changed. Now three of these reasons could be true, but there is a users that who are getting the confusion that which reason is the correct one for me. Now let's take another example, health app. Now let's say I put a AI chatbot in some random health app. A user came and he asked that why my back got hurt, why back is getting hurt. Now, if AI gives you a random answer at that time to that user, imagine that anxiety level that particular user is getting. Top best shoes for you, best recommended shoes for you. Now, user refresh that page. AI gives in another list. User again refresh it. You get again the refresh list. Now user will think like, is this app know what I'm trying to do here? Now that breaks the trust. And trust is everything in UX. Now, why does AI actually behave in this way? Now I got three simple reasons for this. Number one, so AI does not store the fixed answers. So it predicts the next very word every time. Second, it uses the randomness to sound natural. And number three is tiny changes can change the whole context of that particular answer. Even the punctuation, the small comma or full stop can change the answer dramatically. And that's why I think that AI behaves in this way, because that's the particular patterns that we actually hold. So this is where the UX becomes super important. And here's what you can do. Number one, use fixed structured approach. Don't let AI to use the random format. Always force it to stay in bullet points, in pointers, and the clear sections so that it improves the consistency to some extent. Number two, add regenerate options. At least give the control into the user's hand. At least they didn't feel helpless. They have options to work on. Number three, lower the creativity level for serious topics. Let's say for finance, for health, legal things, reduce the creativity. We don't need AI's creativity in those specific serious topics. Use strict terms and conditions. Don't let AI to overguess the things. Number 5. Always set the right expectations. Always write with caution message that AI answer may vary. This reduces the disappointment to some extent. See, AI will always have that much randomness. That's how it behaves. But the users, they don't experience the model. They experience the design around it. And our job as a designer doesn't include to remove the unpredictability of any other model. It's just that we shape the experience of that particular model so that it feels that it's safer and trustworthy. And honestly, this is the best time to be a designer because in this agentic era, designing a screens is not a big deal anymore. But designing for an AI, that how AI will think, act to a particular situation, and collaborate with people. And that's very important. And yes, in the next episode, we will do a bit practical. We'll see how the real AI product works, how the no code tool platform works. Even they have the biases over that, but we'll see how they are handling their biases, how they are handling that model's unpredictability, non-deterministic behavior, and that's what it makes more interesting. This is the end of it. This is the fourth episode if you are seeing till now. I started this series because, see, I am also learning. I'm also thinking where my position lies in this agentic AI era to be one step ahead from all other people. I mean, you need to be very updated around which new AI tool is coming into the market and how they are behaving to their unpredictability because AI is like a more unique topic nowadays and this is going to be a huge I mean the market is going to be huge. Every company nowadays or a startup nowadays, everyone is building a UI free screens. What I means is like UI was the previous traditional way of expressing all the forms, the fields, and clicking on save button, clicking on send button. Now it's fully free. I mean, you go to some agentic AI app, you talk to them, and you saw that Atlas OpenAI. If you don't saw, I'll try if I get some time and make some video on that. But yeah, I mean, this is the unpredictability of the AI models that nowadays is going on. But yeah, if we need to survive, we can survive because designers are the one who will what should I say, who will actually enhance that how a particular AI model will act and will collaborate with other people. The same that I mentioned in the earlier in this video, right? This is the learning that I'm getting from day by day as I'm evolving with different AI agents, different AI products. So, yes, be updated, be curious, don't be afraid that designer jobs will be gone. It's like it's never ending thing. If one thing ends, there will be definitely other thing to work on. So you need to be very updated and have a curious mind to learn something new every day. So yeah, if it feels good to see this video till the end, like it, share it, and subscribe for more other episodes. Next episode will be more practical. I know till now it's all about theory and all, but next episode it will be more practical and we'll dig deep into that. And yes, see you in the next episode. Namaskar. Bye bye.